The stories we tell matter. Oral traditions matter. What's so important about historical preservation and what Dr. Donaldson is doing here, this center and us being gathered here, is that unless we tell the story, this story is going to be lost.
We are a part of the inaugural Civil Rights Center conference in partnership with the National Park Service. It's entitled, Where Do We Go From Here? We have scholars, we have public historians, we have preservationists, we have educators. But perhaps the most important aspect of this conference is that we have civil rights veterans, people who were present. And so they're here sharing their stories.
Information is like wealth. Our responsibility here is to pass on informational wealth to generations that succeed us.
History gets lost often or gets shoved aside.
So it's a very special moment. Opportunities for us to look a little deeper into some of these very complex moments in our society, in our lives, and in the life of the country.
But we also see the ongoing work of civil rights. We see here the ongoing work of civil rights scholarship that are reminding us that civil rights is not only past tense, it's present.
We're not back to the 1950s, but we still have work to do. And this conference is making an effort to transfer those experiences and that history and that wisdom so that young people will have an opportunity, a chance to make a difference.
I really like talking to young people because I want them to know that the only way anything is going to get done is if you have to step forward.
We have got to help people understand whatever it is that we're recognizing and admiring was done by regular people and regular people in concert with others, because nobody did anything by themselves.
So the future of the civil rights movement has to build on the past, but the energy has to be the same. And seeing what that older generation, that greatest generation was fighting against then and was able to overcome provides nothing but inspiration and new energy for continuing that struggle today.
Now that we know of a lot of the lessons of the movement, how do we go forward? What do we do now to preserve that history? What do we do now to continue the research and scholarship on that history? And perhaps most importantly for us, what do we do now to make sure this history is properly and appropriately taught?
Where we go from here is, I think we have to come to grips with what we gained and what we did not gain, what we lost. We have got to ask harder questions, examine what it is that we did not do as effectively, and how do we learn from that?